Top 3 builds for Season 9 that got buffed after the PDR, with level builds included. One is going to be the Hydra Sorc, we got the Pulverize Druid, and also the Minion Necromancer with Archmages. What have we got going on for Summon a Necromancer? We will get the Hand of Nast, where we sacrifice our Skeletal Warrior and the Golem, and then we get more Skeletal Mages for each minion sacrificed, ending up with an army of Archmages to throw out Shatter Bolts that do bonus damage. That with a Ring of Mendeln together gives you an amazing army of dudes just shooting away. The only hardship you have right now is that you are the tank. And our worry was the Necromancer is not going to be tanky enough. But with the lucky hit of your mages, with the new seasonal powers, you'll be able to always stay buried and not take any damage, while your mages are just clapping away. The very good thing about the Hand of Nast build is that you can start as a Summoner Necro, complete normal Summoner Necro, Skeletons, Golem, Army of the Dead, Sever, start, and you pick up whatever aspect you find, like Occult Dominion, Unyielding Commander, to make your way towards 60. And yes, the whole skill tree with the level breakdown is in here. And that as you hit 60, Torment 1, Torment 2, you're then going to do your utmost best to pick up that Hand of Nast that you can fully transition over to this. Together with the Blood Moon Breaches for then more damage, the aspect of reanimation to get another 90%. We want the Ring of Mendeln. We're also playing the aspect of service and sacrifice. This would usually explode your Skeletal Warriors. We don't have Skeletal Warriors anymore, and our mages get 200% bonus damage. While you sacrifice the Reapers for another 20% Shadow damage, and the Golem for another 35% critical strike damage. It's looking pretty good. We get the Blight for 20% multiplier, the Reap and the Soul Rift are in, that our Reaper's Pursuit gives us the maximum damage bonus. The Soul Rift provides us with a little damage boost and also with bonus vulnerable. And on top, it's going to fuel the lucky hit for the Necrotic Fortitude that we're always somewhat buried up. That being said, if you play the Disintegrate power, that triggers every 5.3 seconds, with the Bottled Wind, we always have some kind of bury up. Worst case scenario, you could also use the Nagu Rune for active up summons to actually summon the Druid Barrier. There is tons of ways to stay tanky. You're really not ever in trouble of dying. This might actually be one of the tankier Necros. Very good thing on top, they buffed the Flesh Eater node. This used to say consume 5 corpses to get 40% bonus damage. Now you only consume 3 corpses. That is so much more convenient for just spamming 1, 2, 3 corpse explosions, 1, 2, 3 raised skeletons, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and that every 6 seconds. Stinker. From the new season, we also get the Horadric Jewels. The Horn Jewel gives us more summon damage, Idol from below is more life and stats, and with Illuminate Eye, we can reduce the cooldown of our power, that our power Disintegrate is always up to always give us the barrier. Super useful. For the Sorceress, it's all going to be about Hydra, and then more Hydras and a little bit more Hydras. This is the Amulet, the Ophidian Iris. Hydra is now a core skill, always summons a 3-headed Hydra, and the more bonus we have to Hydra heads, the larger it grows and the more damage it does. It's 100% more damage per head above 3. And on your weapon, you can masterwork for another 12 heads. That's 1,200% bonus multiplicative damage, leading to you running around Hydra, 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 Hydra. And due to a cool new aspect, you are actually going to play Chain Lightning Pants. What? Why would Hydra play Chain Lightning Pants? That's very simple. Serpentine aspect, casting a Hydra consumes all your mana to increase the damage. Okay, per point of mana that you had on cast. Now with the actual conduit, you have resource generation and maximum resource. That resource generation and maximum resource is like 80% more resource generation and maximum resource that you get up to 300 mana. And you then summon this, not with 100, not with 150. No. You're going to summon this and suddenly, vroom, it gets on top of the 1,200% bonus damage, a lot more bonus damage. And we're adding the Battlecaster's aspect that says lucky hit. When your conjuration skill hits, you have up to a 45% chance to gain 1 rank to your conjuration skills for 12 seconds. This can stack up to 10 times. With your helmet already giving you ranks to Hydra, and your gloves giving you ranks to core skills, and Hydra is now a core skill. Dude, you plus 30 Hydra easily, just going absolutely nuts. And then you get the aspect of the Orange Herald to reduce your ultimate cooldown, that you can also just spam the Inferno on the side to pull everyone together. Hydra, Inferno, Ice Blades, Hydra, Inferno, Ice Blades. Get all those conjurations up. Have your Rangs of Primordial Binding that you get from the Amulet bonus. Always have those 10 summons up for the damage, for the movement speed, for the mana regeneration. Bangarang. And the way you would level into this is actually also with Hydra, but it is a Incinerate gameplay. Incinerate is quite fun to play. You just stand there with your stick and go BRAM! While you do have your powers, in this case Disintegrate, just stay on top of this and consistently burn things over time together with your Incinerate that anyways burns over time. Any aspect is bonus, but Incinerate can actually play very well without. If you get the aspect of Conflagration, obviously way more damage and Incinerate targets explode. Flamethrower's aspect for the triple beams. But those things are not needed to do the leveling efficiently. And then lastly, my favorite back in action. I haven't played you for so many seasons. Pulverize Druid. Got buffed left, right, and center. And we're finally getting a Pulverize size temper to really hit the screen. Gameplay in the background, by the way, for my boy Slaydra, because I didn't have any own one happening. The good thing with Pulverize is we can level 1 to 60 with it, and then we can play in the endgame with it. The cool new thing is the Rotten Lightbringer that I sadly don't have here in the planner. The Rotting Lightbringer has your Pulverize, make poison puddles, and the more you pulverize, the more your poison puddle goes like blah, 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 while giving you a huge chunk of willpower bonus and reducing your resource cost, which is huge. Pair this with a Godsire Ground to pull your enemies together, T-Ball's Will for permanent unstoppable bonus damage, Insatiable Fury for that Yours in Strength bonus. We get our Pulverize be an Earth skill, and after it overpowers, your Earth skill cooldowns are reduced, and we can spam more things. Shockwave aspect for that path afterwards, and now the Shockwave aspect with the Pulverize tempers. I'm expecting screen-wide clears. And since we got the poison puddles from the Rotten Lightbringer, we also use the aspect of the Rabid Bear, where while Grizzly Rage is active, your direct damage is converted into poison damage and you deal more poison damage. We also get the Rampaging Werebeast for more critical strike damage. And then we're gonna make our Celestial Surge a poisonous thing. Kinda intriguing. Plus, we will have our Catalyst apply vulnerable, and at the same time deactivate damage resistance auras, because they're always annoying if you have area damage build and you can't target that one guy. And now with a Fractured Core, which we also play on the Necromancer, we get rid of that problem. No more damage resistance aura from these nerds, and we can just take everything down better. And from 1 to 60, leveling to this point, you're gonna use Trample for that little burst of bonus spirit with the Poison Creeper, Blood Howl, also Wind Shear, which goes crazy with the aspect of the Calm Breeze, where Wind Shear has up to a chance to fully restore your spirit and poisons on top, while you just pulverize away. And luckily to the continuous restoration of Gift of the Stack, which is not only 40 maximum spirit, it's spirit per second, we're really there going away. If you get the combination of Urzen Horror for having your Pulverize be an Earth skill, together with Quicksand, your Earth skills slow enemies, and then aspect of the Umbral, if you crowd control someone, you get resource back. Yeah, you're just never running out of resource. You could do the dungeon for these, by the way, for the Urzen Horror, for the Quicksand, and then get yourself the Umbral, if you really want to have it. You will also get to 60 without that combination. This combination just simply makes it go so much faster. All of these builds will be leveled here live on the stream, and each of them gets individual as they're leveled, an updated guide with gameplay from the actual season, with the new pit scaling. How does it feel in Torment? All these kind of things. They were tested on the PDR, but the live version is different to the PDR. So I will want to show you the actual live process and then how it all unfolds with actual equipment and not just brainstormed or PDR easily maxed out equipment. Which one is it going to be for you? Do we have a Sorc, Druid? Do we have a Necromancer? Tell me in the comments below.